What's up guys, it's Shonan. Today we're going to check out Agile Delima in KL City Centre. Let's go! What's up guys, today we are in the centre of the city. So here we can see several iconic towers already. We have TRX right in front, literally walking distance. The other one is actually Pavillion, then we can see KLCC, we can see a lot. Plaza Conley is also coming out right opposite. That just shows that this location has great connectivity if you are really looking into the city centre. To what extent, right? This project that we're going to visit today is in between two main roads. You can see that Jalan Tun Razak, which is on one side, and the other one is Jalan Bukit Bintang. It's really hard to beat this project in terms of location and connectivity. We also visited a project, an office tower nearby before, so it's pretty similar in terms of the project site. It's going through this transition where you will still have old residential buildings, temples, restaurants and things like that, very low-rise components, but suddenly you will have such a high-rise tower. Just very cool to document all of this. Now let's go into the project. Coming up through the lobby into the lift and all, everything feels very hotel-ish. The lighting strategies, the materials, implementation, and when we were walking around, everyone was with the luggage bag. It's pretty evident that the main function for this building would be for short-term stay because of its strategic location to MRT stations, to Pavillion, to TRX and things like that. Ultimately, that's the main tourist attraction for KL already. Of course, you have KLCC as well. Prince Court is also nearby. Basically, everything is nearby here since we are in the center. And from the lift lobby itself, we can already see TRX tower already. So that will be all the luxury items here. The latest phase is still being constructed, therefore they are still in isolation. And this will be the facilities deck already. So this will be the lift lobby. Width is 2.2 meters, height is 2.45, and you will have a window at the side. Just look at the finishing level. You have stone-like tiles. Then you have the lighting panels above. Lift is also digital panels. When in the lift, you will need to click in separately. For the floor plate, per floor there will be 15 units sharing 2 lift cores. And per lift core, you will have 2 passenger lift and 1 fire lift. Then in terms of arrangement, it's a double loaded corridor where you have units spread on both sides. And this is a design layout without the voids in the corridor, so it feels way more controlled within the corridor space itself. I bet it suits the theme because since the whole building is going to look like a hotel. That's nice. The lift lobby is separated by a fire door going into the corridor space. Looking at it, you can see that this is the treatments with no void and it's evident. Corridor space wise, the width is 1.53, the height is 2.6 approximately. And you can see the lighting strategies is somewhat using downlights and highly dependent on them. So you will have a feel like this where it resembles a hotel. One of the side effects for this kind of approach will be the echo. Because all these are hard surfaces, the sound actually bounces off them, so the length of all the noise is lengthened. This will be the feeling of us going through the corridor. Sometimes bright, sometimes dark. From the corridor, this will be the refuse room, which is weird. This will be the interior. You have a window, that's nice. But the access to the corridor is rather direct. So, kasihan je this unit, right? Because it's literally just opposite to it. This will be a unit I'm going to check out today. We have a lot of Chinese from China being owners here, so they are all going through the renovation process right now. You can see very fancy materials implemented within the corridor space. Going into the unit, this is about 1.7 meters, so you have a nice shelf here to put your cabinet. And let's go check out the unit. This is the unit I'm going to check out today. This is Type A. The build up is 616 to 638 square feet. Then here there will be the entrance going into the kitchen and dining.
On the top here will be the living. Only one bathroom. You will have a master bedroom at the top, and there will be a study room here that is totally enclosed. There's no windows at all. Let's go check it out.
Coming into the door, the clearance is 1 meters and the door is a 2.4 meters door. The clearance of our height is about 2.3 meters. You have a digital lock, also a smart home panel. I don't know how you use this. And instantly you get total overview of the main space already. So on the side here, this will be the kitchen. This will be the location of the fridge. Then your dining, living, window. The wall-to-wall width here is 3.3 meters and the length of the kitchen top, this is 2 meters. This looks like it comes from the developer itself, where it comes with the backsplash, top and bottom cabinet, hood and hob from Tika. Then you have all the cabinet space here for your storage and things like that. This will be the washer and dryer tucked within the kitchen space itself. This will be the cabinets also for the fridge, and this is also provided lah. So everything is new, provided by Tika too. The ceiling height now is 2.9 meters, and the asking rental rates for this unit right now in the market is about 4,500 per month for fully furnished condition like this. So since this is done up by the makeover guys, the ongoing rate around this area is about 4,000 to 4,500, and the selling price for a unit like this in Property Guru's portal is about 830,000. Which floor, I'm not too sure, but this floor is that sweet spot that I've always talked about. Right now we are about 1 or 2 level above the facility stack. In terms of pricing wise, usually the higher you go, the more floor premium we have to pay. So the same unit here will be more costly than the unit here, right? In that logic, the cheapest unit will be at the bottom, which is the one right above the facility deck. However, rental rates or room rates is going to differ only if you have skyline view. For example, if you have the KLCC view facing KL Tower, facing the 5 different towers, PMB 118 or TRX or whatsoever, then you have a premium. So it's either you have or you don't. At level 28 and level 2, if you don't have, right, the rental is not going to differ too much. But here you also get swimming pool view. If you are low enough, like 1 level lower, right, you actually get to enjoy the foliage as the background of the unit. Like now, once you wake up, you look down, right, it's all greeneries, and this allows you to have absolute certainty. No matter what change within the surrounding, this view is still guaranteed, this view will still be here. Because if you were to bet on looking other directions, for example, you get a magnificent view, but what if another tower comes up around your neighbor? Gone case, really no more tower. That would be the risk if you were to pick units that face somewhere else lah. That's a trick that I use because rental is not going to differ too much. My unit is the lowest absolute. I get absolute certainty in view. I like it lah. As discussed just now, the profile for users of the building here will most likely be tourists, where people use this for short-term stays. But then will there be people who works around the area who wants to also live in a condition like this? Yes, that is when we talk about the different rental options when we invest in property. So option 1, we have people who works in the office in KL, they want to rent a place. They want a long-term stay, this can be it. Second, if the room rate is too high, people cannot afford. Can I rent out room by room individually? Third, if that one also cannot, can I go on short-term stay or Airbnb? Yes, you can. So there are actually 3 plans and 3 different target audience you can have for your unit here. The only way to enable your unit to capture all 3 types is by furnishing it. Of course, you don't have to really get the makeover guys to do it. You can do it on your own, but it needs to be presentable at this rate. Like if you have the eye for design, you really know how to do it. Good for you, how I wish I can too. But once you fully furnish the unit, it enables the unit to be able to capture all these target audience, especially in a location like this, where your target audience is beyond locals. Your target audience can be expats, can be tourists, where they will pay rates that is beyond what the locals will pay lah. So that's good return. Next to the living, then you will notice that there are sprinklers around the building. So this is a commercial title building, that's why you have all the sprinklers. This will be the study area where you don't have any openings at all. So the size of the room is 2.1 by 3.1 meters. It can either be your workspace, it can either be an extra bedroom, but I don't suggest that. Most likely it's going to be a storeroom or just in case room. Just in case when a couple works at home, one person in a meeting, right? But the echo will kill you lah. So like, hello! So it really have the echo feeling. Maybe you need to dress up the walls but yeah, this is a +1 room. Then for floorings, they are giving engineered timber floor, solid, and you will have the stone transition between materials. You have an aluminium piece here, which is nice. Then on the living space, you will have tile sizes of 800mm by 800mm. It looks very luxurious. This is a luxurious product, by the way. So it really matches the feeling to it. You also have the skirtings at the side. Then moving on, this will be the master bedroom. But for this setting, there's only one bathroom, which is weird. They actually separated out the basin with the WC. So the basin, you will have Duravit, and you will have this countertop here with the cabinet. Then you have, I guess it's also Duravit, full height wall tiles, mechanical ventilation system, rain shower, shower screen, and there you go. Because we are so used to celebrating the number of bathrooms, like for my own unit, 3 bedrooms, I will have 3 bathrooms. It's a big deal because more rooms will have ensuite, you don't have to share, better privacy. But in a compact unit like this, I guess by separating it allows more people to use the facilities at the same time. Now you can brush it while the other shower in the room and things like that so you don't have to worry too much. That also enables the setting of renting out the room by room separately while still sharing the facilities, which is the bathroom. Coming into the bedroom, this will be the master bedroom, but you don't have an ensuite bathroom. It's a common one. The size of the bedroom is about 3.2 by 3.8. Here you have the wardrobe, you will have the queen size bed. Next to that, you will still have a space for your bedside tables. A lot of room to move about, and this will be the size of the window. It's nice. I think it's slightly tinted, and you get this very nice facilities view. Solid. Coming right out into the facility deck, you have a fitness deck here. They're slightly elevated with a mirror that is outdoor. Okay. But then you have a glass handrail here. Lets us have a view of Pavillion already. So that's Pavillion. That will be Yayasan Tun Razak. This will be an empty piece of land by YTL. So any moment of time there will be a brand new development here that will be Prince Court already. So what I like about this new road is they will have this brand new extension that just allows people to cut through the jam of Jalan Tun Razak. Fabulous. And we have an internal road connection here as well. From the side here, we get to have direct access into Pavillion. Not covered, but walking distance. This is so cool. Which also means walking distance to MRT of TRX, also TRX Mall itself, also to Tun Razak, and there will be a new Mama opening opposite. Wow. In terms of the potential of short-term stay, so now we are in the facilities podium. There's about 26 different facilities, but mainly the pool area, the sunken pocket area, then the play area. Let's go check them all out. There we have the management office. We have all the rooms, right, all underneath the tower itself. That's more efficient. And this will be the sunken chill out zone, where it's just interesting lah. I think no function, just to chill out. But I think what's great here will be the usage of landscape to serve as a transition space, but yet as a curtain of privacy for all the internal rooms that you can see. There will be people, but you can't really see clearly. This will be the partition of privacy between spaces. From the private dining, when you look outwards, right, you will have that layer of landscape first. Then from this sunken deck, going over to the swimming pool area, also there will be this landscape curtain. So that's nice. The approach is not like what we have on that usual projects, right? There's more usage of tropical plants, so you can have all the these coconut, they have palm trees, not coconut trees. We are now walking into the swimming pool area. So you have timber decks, you will have the pool at the floor level there, but it's actually elevated upwards on the other side. So they kind of play around with the levelings a little bit to have different experience to the water body. The floor tiles is the light blue type of colors. At the edge there, they give you that fake infinity edge kind of feeling. Then you will have an island, then you have a Cambodia in the center, but the background will be TSL Tower and the TRX Tower already. Wow. Moving on, then this will be an open area before getting into the barbecue pit. So there will be 2 barbecue pits and a sitting area. It comes with fans, so that's what I like in this shaded pavilion. Then you will have a kids pool area and the jacuzzi area. But the backdrop to the facilities is amazing lah. Imagine the feeling of walking through the water body at night with your loved ones during a vacation, right? Then you can have the skyline right behind you. Whoa. I like this leveling because it's very shallow and it connects you over to the aqua gym area too, so you can work out there. But just one concern, in total there will be 1,500 units, including this new block, I think. So this facility, I'm not too sure sufficient or not, like, because the floor plate seems rather narrow. But once again, I really enjoy the landscape treatment. Very dense, very nice. Next to the pool area, this will be the kids playground. This is cool. Not that usual templatized kind of kids facility. Something a little bit more challenging. You will have the, not the earth mount, but the rubber mount for them to climb about. And they even covered this with the rubber tiles material to kind of reduce the risk of concussion. And this is a short distance away from the kids pool only. Very nice. Next to that, you have the parents zone there for supervision purposes. And this will be the chill out area lah. I think those are the sitting thing, what you call tomahawks. If you like sunbaking, then it's good. But this walk around the facilities is nice. So you have this pebble wash corridor, then you are just accompanied by hedges around the fringe of the building. Here you have an outdoor workout space. It's very cool because not many buildings have this kind of monkey bar facilities, although it's not very hard to give. Next to this, you will have the shaded playground for the kids. During bad weathers, right, they can play there too. Below the tower itself will be all the private rooms. We have a lot of private dining rooms, private meeting room, lounge, reading rooms and things like that. All of them are very well decorated, so that's nice. Even the normal surface wall, you look into the textures of it, whoo, atas. Now we are in the corner of the facility deck, and this is the gym. What we can see is a free weight zone, a huge mirror, 3 treadmills, and we have about 3 bicycles and 3 leg workout machines. But they are restricted by the structural elements a lot. This is the column and this is like a private room. The rest of the rooms then feels very nice, but the gym then is not as elaborated as I expect to be. The reading room looks better, the dining room looks better. But I guess you don't work out during holidays lah. Now we are at the Sky Dining Hall, and this will be the level that we are in. So we are in about level 60, and this is what we can see. This is pretty mesmerizing. So you have the KL Tower, you have the Twin Tower, Four Seasons, NASA Tower. This is the Conley coming up soon. If you're into skyline view, that view is amazing, but you also have this view as an alternative. So this will be facing the golf course. Personally, I like this better because there's just something mesmerizing about green field within city center. Just so happen we are in the highest tower, and they position the dining area or this sky deck on the highest tower, so that makes sense lah. Okay, the neighboring towers are also very low. That's a bonus too. Now we are in the ground floor car park because we cannot access the units car park. I don't know why. We couldn't get through the lift. But anyway, this is for those who are getting their units soon. So congratulations, dear owners. May it be an informed one. You have cement screening. You have epoxy paint for pedestrian. Very high ceiling, very comfortable. This is something very rare, especially in KL setting. Because ground floor the canvas is already so limited. The level of space allocated for car parks on the ground floor is solid. To go into the car park, it's an elevated one. So you will use a circular ramp upwards. Because this is actually coming down lah. Hey guys, so about 5 minutes walk, we are already in the front door of TRX. I think this is the exchange, which is the retail side of things. The residences is almost coming up. We are also right in front of the Tun Razak Exchange MRT station. As we mentioned before in the previous episode, this is the definition of connectivity, the paramount point of it, which means they will all measure the job opportunities, the amount of people that's going to use this station, and the proximity to the station will be calculated as the standard of connectivity. Agile walking over here, although it's not covered, although you need to walk through platforms and sometimes got car and things like that, we have documented the journey over here. It's not too bad. On rainy days, it's a bit tough. Maybe you can hang out in the mall first if you really need to walk over to TRX. But in my opinion, this is a great alternative for those who are going to stay in Agile for short-term stays. They are here for like 2-3 days, right? One full day, I can just explore KL while enjoying what TRX can offer. On the other hand, I can also take a small grab into Pavillion. Technically, I can also walk if you don't mind the weather. It's really something else. This site is amazing. I guess that's all for this round. It's now time for Sean's take 3 on 3. For the 3 things I like, number 1 would definitely be the location, as it is situated in between 2 main roads of KL, Jalan Tun Razak and Jalan Bukit Bintang. That allows you to be connected or to be very, very close with almost all of the landmark of KL city centre. Walking distance, you can almost go to Pavillion, you can definitely reach TRX, and that connects you to the MRT station as well. And I like that the developer actually figured out and hacked the system, because now they have dual entrance. One connecting to Jalan Bukit Bintang, one would be via the inner road through Jalan Inai. So the sense of connectivity has just shoot off the roof. It's very, very nice. Very close to that will be the investment potential. Most likely people are going to buy this for short-term returns, which means the main target audience for this building will be working crowd and tourists. People are going to come here for weekend trips or for day trips because of its strategic location, and it's not too far away from all the main addresses. If you were to stay here for the night, walking out, you have a lot of restaurants, Japanese restaurant, Middle Eastern restaurant, bakeries, a lot of things to eat here, a lot of omakases as well, fine dining as well. Within walking distance, you get to resolve all of these things. That's amazing. On top of that would be the design of the building that is catering to this. So you can really see the entire finishing, the entire strategy of the building is really to capture this from day one. You're not going to pretend that you're going to raise a family of 4 here, going to bring them to school or whatsoever. Nope. This is purely with the specific target audience. That's what I like. If you're an investor and you bought earlier during COVID stage, right? I guess you got an awesome price. Currently, the return is amazing for the 1 bedroom and 2 bedders. The latest phase still got units for sale, but I heard it's pretty expensive. It depends on your price, but the earlier entry point to this project was congratulations to all, because as we discussed in the unit just now, this unit really captures the multiple rental option strategy. So long-term can, short-term rental can, Airbnb can, by room also can. Solid. Last of all would be the design strategies, where you have dual entrance in the front and in the back. That's one. Every tower you will have your own drop-off. That's good for privacy. When you go into the unit itself, the private lobby, the entire corridor, the lift treatments, the common corridors. The finishing level is really luxurious level. Where the bathroom in the facility stack, they are using American standard. In the unit itself, all the specifications are rather high. This is a luxurious segment product. That's why it really gives you the sense of hotel to complement your vacation stay. They just got the target audience right from day one. So for the things I don't like, number one would be in terms of design. When you come into the facility deck, the pool seems rather small for a project with 1,500 units. And the gym is also small. Although the entire strategy is very different, ultimately if you look into the signboards or VPs and things like that, right, it's all using Mandarin. It's not developed by a local developer. The entire approach to things is also very different. You have a lot of common dining areas, a lot of reading areas that's decorated luxuriously, but the gym room, meh. The swimming pool, the decorative is nice, the landscape treatment is nice, but just at the scale of it, I'm not very confident that it can cater to 1,500 units. Also on the rooftop where you have all the pavilions and things like that, yes, the view is amazing, but that's about it. You don't really see anything more to it. The most frustrating thing for me was the fire door at the lift lobby. When we go through the drop off to the lift lobby, going up the lift until the corridor, right, everything is nice until you touch and you feel the fire door. They could have done things better on there, and the common areas, because there's no void, the echo effect is terrible in my opinion for audio. When we have our neighbors talking loudly, right, the whole corridor is wong 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 wong. Also, the very weird design of the kebok sampah. The refuse area is directly next to the corridor. Wow, that one, kasihan the unit right next to it lah. The second point I don't like will be the congestion right in front. So Malaysians being Malaysians, like you see this road, right, they will park basically anywhere with empty space lah. In the secondary entrance right to the local road, not to the Bukit Bintang side, we can see buses after buses and cars just parked illegally right in front. It's going to be a problem if you are driving and if your tenants is driving to work to KL every single day. Maybe if they use the Bukit Bintang road, then it's okay lah. But then it's a problem because this road at night is even worse. There will be a lot of activities and a lot of places to makan and things like that. Those will be a problem. Something to take note. This is beyond the jurisdiction of the developer. At most, they can just collaborate with the police officers and that's about it lah. Ultimately, point number 3, this is an investment product in my opinion. It's a luxurious investment product. It means that I will not be raising a family in such a situation. Maybe for couples, it would make sense if both of us work in city center and we really enjoy hanging out around the city, then it would be great. Other than that, it's purely an investment product. From an investment perspective, numbers becomes very, very important. For the buyers of earlier phases, right, congratulations. Now tourism in Malaysia is back. We can really see activities within the city center already. It's like when we go in today, there was so many people in luggage bags. Rental rates is also very healthy for now, and I only think that it's going up further. However, within proximity, there are a lot of other buildings available. That's competition that will be affecting the rental rates. The other one will be the high selling price of a newer units. Ultimately, it's all about entry price, so I don't know which package that you got, but be very sensitive on the numbers. I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you really like this episode, like it, share it, even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.